What's going on, y'all? Straight to the point. Sports and entertainment. Hit the like button. Sub to the channel. If you're not a member, also hit them notifications too. All right. Um. Big shouts out to the whole Lions and basketball and boxing communities, and also want to give a shout out to my loyal subs, day ones that's been rocking with me, and my new subs too as well. All right. I appreciate y'all support. I'm not going to waste any time cutting to the chase on this subject right here because we got a busy night that's happening tonight. On the one stretch of the end, we got a lot of hoops that's going to be taking place. Of course, we got my Sixers that are going to be playing. Okay, uh, the Knicks, they're going to be looking to get their get back. Um, And then we also have the Magic and the Cavaliers. And then, of course, the game that everybody's anticipating, which is the Nuggets versus the Lakers. Okay. And while I'm talking about the Nuggets and the Lakers, okay, what's up with it, Bruce Gas? I see you in the building. Make sure y'all go sub to the brother, the homie, Bruce Gas, boxing, jazz, and more. Bruce Gas, I'm definitely going to be talking about some more boxing coming up soon. I was on Mayweather yesterday. I talked about Mayweather, talked about Haney yesterday, but definitely going to be continuing talking about boxing too as well. What's up with it, Ted? I see you in here, bro. Um, let's get right to it, man. Now, as you know, there has been kind of a debacle between AD, Darvin Ham. Okay, they've been kind of throwing indirect shots at each other in the media. Well, really, is it was AD, and then of course Darvin Ham. He kind of shut everything down. Um, and the thing about it is where AD is coming from. He's questioning Darvin Ham's coaching decisions, okay, without really coming out and saying it, but it's kind of an indirect shot, but everybody knows what he's saying. But at the same time, AD is supposed to be that leader. He's supposed to be that leader, and he's supposed to go to Darvin Ham, like Kenya Martin has said, and tell him, why aren't you feeding him the ball? You know what I'm saying? Because in order for them to win, they have to keep that formula that they had. Okay. Yeah, I saw that. I saw that he wore a Kobe jersey. But listen to what I'm saying, though. All right. I want you to key in on what I'm saying. Darvin Ham, okay, at the same token, he was like, he shut all of that down, and he said, look, although some things weren't working out, we're still it wasn't really anybody's fault. He basically was saying that it's a team issue, and we're just going to go ahead and we're going to move on, which is it's the right mindset. But at the same token, there is some accountability that Darvin Ham has to take. Okay, he's got the right mindset. AD has the right mindset, right? And then of course, D'Lo. Okay, D'Lo, at times, he'll say, "Hey, I'm not thinking about this. I'm not thinking about that, or whatever." But at the same token, sometimes D'Lo tends to hang his head a little bit when things ain't going great. But there are some times when D'Lo steps up, and he has that mentality. The Mamba mentality. Sometimes we're like, "Oh, well, where did that come from?" And it's like, okay, that's the D'Lo that we've been looking for. You're the third piece that everybody has been looking for. You're the void that needs to be filled, so to speak, right? So I say that to say that all three of these guys right here, their mindsets are in the right place, but it's at the wrong time. What AD needs to do, okay, what AD needs to do, and what I've been saying for a long time, that the offense needs to go through AD. Now, some people are going to disagree with me when I say, but the offense does need to go through AD. Okay, he was sending a silent message. Well, look, man. Listen, you could wear all that. Listen, I'm gonna address this, and then I'm gonna get back to what what I was saying. Listen, you could talk about Mamba mentality all you want to. You could wear the jersey. You could wear, wear the shoes that he used to wear. You could talk about Kobe and stuff like that. But if you're not utilizing it on the court, then it's null and void. It's not gonna work. Okay. All right. What you if you want to be if you want to talk about a Mamba mentality, okay, do what Jamal Murray did. If you want to talk about a Mamba mentality, do what Giannis does in the finals. If you want to talk about a Mamba mentality, then do what Jokic does. Just shut the fuck up, okay, and get your ass on the floor and go to work. Okay, all this wearing Kobe, you could wear Jordan, you could do all that other stuff. You know, Hakeem Olajuwon, he wore Spartan tennis shoes and was whooping motherfuckers. Okay, so all this stuff about, oh yeah, he wearing Kobe jerseys and all this other stuff, man, you can wear all the Kobe jerseys if you want to. If you still go out there and you're gonna lose, what are you doing? Then you disrespecting the great Mamba. Now, AD, what he needs to do, like everybody has been saying, including myself and a couple of other people, what he needs to do is he needs to go out there and he needs to demand the ball. Okay, like we know that he was frustrated, and I talked about it here and there, but at the press conference, and I posted it, what he needs to do, him throwing the mic and everything and everybody making a video, oh, that was so unprofessional. Listen, I'm going to be real with you. Go back and look at a Charles Barkley interview. Go back and look at a Shaquille O'Neal interview. Go look at some of the guys that cursed out reporters in the interviews, okay, and ask me if that was disrespectful or what AD did. Man, that wasn't nothing. Honestly, these guys just lost. They don't want to have no conversation with you, but they have to do that because of PR, public relations, sponsors, things of that nature. Okay, you know what I'm saying? And part of that, is in their contract. They have to go out there and answer the questions and be professional and all this other stuff. So they just lost the game or whatever. But you know why AD was clearly frustrated. Yeah, it's a part of their contract. You have to honor that contract, or guess what? They're gonna dock your pay. So he answered the questions that needed to be answered or whatever. But it's common sense some of the questions that they're answering. I mean that they're asking. So AD is clearly frustrated because he knows that the ball should have went to him. And look, listen, I know a lot of people always they talk about this what I'm getting ready to say right here, all right? And I know it's going to set into some people. They're going to get sensitive about it. I really don't care, all right? Um what's up with it, Scrub Zero? Now, look, this is what's going to happen, right? If a lot of people feel like, yeah, why don't he just go ahead and jump in AD's face? I mean, jump in LeBron's face, tell him to get him the ball, or getting Coach Darvin Ham's face. No, you need to get in both of their faces or whatever. AD has won a championship with LeBron. AD has a championship on his resume. Now he didn't win a championship with Darvin Ham, but Darvin Ham is a championship coach, so he knows what a winning mentality is. Okay, so yes, if you need to go in there and, like Kenya Martin said, yes, you need to sit down and have a conversation right now. Now is the time, but now is not the time to sit up there and be worried about, oh yeah, are we gonna lose and all this other stuff, shaking in your boots, being impressed. No, get this game, okay, get it over with, and then move on. It's like if you would have stuck to the same format, it's simple. 1+1 = 2. It doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure out that the ball should have continued to go to AD, and that AD needs to demand the ball. And then, of course, when it comes to D'Lo, all he needs to do is just stay consistent. And being consistent doesn't consist of him just knocking down shots all the time. You know what I'm saying? You could be consistent by making little defensive plays that can actually have a big impact on the game. You said Hamm got to go. No, Hamm does not have to go. Hamm does not have to go. He's not the primary reason. Okay, the primary reason is you not going out there and you not executing. Okay, did Hamm need to go when you were up by 20 the first two games? No. Did Hamm need to go when both AD and LeBron did not play and it was just D'Lo and they went out there and they waxed Boston's tails? No. No, 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 no. Listen, Hamm is not the problem. Hamm is not the problem, man. Okay, AD and Bron, it's not really AD. If you really want to be honest, it's Bron rubbing off on AD. Everybody wants to talk about Bron isn't a good leader. Well, yeah, but I'll tell you what, Bron is a good leader. He's a good leader in terms of leading people astray. That's what he's a good leader at. He's a good leader in showing bad habits. He's a good leader. Okay, and if you get mad at me, I really don't give a fuck. Okay, but I'm gonna tell you like this: Hamm is not the problem. Hamm is a championship pedigree coach. Okay, and see, until you've been around guys, around divas, around egos, around personalities and stuff like that, then you're not really gonna truly understand that. Hamm has been around championship environments. He won a championship with the 2004 Pistons. Okay, we can't forget about that. You said AD got his own mind, and he's even spoken up against. Admitted he's gonna have to do it even more. I'm not saying it has to be seen, but yes, they do have to have a conversation. Come on, man, you from the south side of Chicago. Said Darvin Hamm won the chip with the Pistons. Do you think that Darvin Hamm was around some soft players with the Pistons? Come on, you talking about a Rasheed Wallace, man, straight out of Philly. You talking about a Ben Wallace. You know what I'm saying? Don't take no shit. Okay, you talking about a Chauncey Billups. He don't take no shit either. He might be a little quiet, but he a coach for a reason. He was a floor general for a reason. He's a Hall of Famer for a reason. Right? I appreciate it, Scrub Zero. Yeah, hey, make sure Scrub Zero, you going live for the draft, right? Make sure y'all go sub to Scrub, my brother Scrub Zero. We got the draft getting ready to happen here in the next pretty soon. You know what I'm saying? So you said Fisher's won chip with the lady and was a vocal leader of the team and solid vet, but he was not a good coach. Yeah, I mean, I understand that, but listen, to me, that okay. When it comes to like a guy like Derek Fisher, you got to think about it. Derek Fisher and AD, that's not that. Those are two different guys. You know, two different levels of play. Okay, Derek Fisher was a very good role player who hit key shots. One of those shots. One of the shots that he hit was a key shot. They probably wouldn't have even went as far as they did in terms of a championship or whatever. But that's neither here nor there. But I'm talking about AD in terms of him being that superstar, because he's a superstar. He's been the best player on the floor. Okay, now an example of him having the right mindset, but at the wrong time is, for an example, him bitching and crying about the Defensive Player of the Year award. Okay, AD, we understand that your ass has been doing your thing on both ends of the ball. We understand that. You've been getting rebounds. You've been blocking shots. Okay, but there's also a case where people are going to use things against you, such as you getting dominated by the Kings, which they weren't able to make the playoffs, and y'all were winless against the Kings. Then on top of that, they using the fact that back in the days, you know what I'm saying? It might have been last year and everything in the previous years, but you was always on the floor hollering and crying and screaming and stuff like that. They'll use that against you. And the obvious one is that y'all are 0-10 against the Nuggets or whatever. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of things that people are going to use against you, but what you have to do is you have to use that shit as motivation. I'm comparing Fisher and Hamm, brother. Yeah, well, my whole thing is when we're talking. Okay, listen. You said Hamm and you said Fisher. First off, Fisher was worried about fucking everything moving. Let's just call it what it is. All right, he was worried about fucking all these guys, players. I mean, all these players, girls and wives and stuff like that. That was his mo. So right there, you already have a bad mindset. Then on top of that, he was a horrible teacher in terms of the triangle. Okay, Derek Fisher had never been successful with the New York Knicks when he was with them. Okay. However, when you take Darvin Ham, guess what? Darvin Ham, he made it to what? Where did he make it to last year? Where did he take the team? He took it to a Western Conference Finals. Yes, they got swept. Okay, but let's take into account D'Lo barely had time with the team. Him being there the first year and everything, trying to get everything acclimated and stuff like that. To go through all of that, shit, man, there is no comparison between Fisher and Ham at all. Embiid was bitching about the MVP award, and so was James Harden, and both have never been successful in the playoffs and never have won a ring. So I mean, Embiid. I mean, it's nothing new on how I feel about Embiid. Of course, Embiid is gonna bitch, whine, and cry and moan and all this other stuff or whatever. Man, until you get out of the second round, man, please shut the fuck up. Okay, Darryl Legal was a vocal leader. How is he not winning as a head coach and he made it to the Western Conference Finals, sir? And on top of that, he has a ring. He has a ring as a coach, as an assistant, sir. Okay? You're talking about he was a vocal leader of the Lakers. So Kobe was a vocal leader too. He had to grow into his role too. It wasn't just Derek Fisher. You know what I'm saying? There were plenty. A lot of people got to take into account those role players that were with the Lakers or whatever. All of them spoke out. Who do you think was leading the charge when they were trying to get Shaq back into shape every year, season after season, every time he would come back in the offseason? It was a combination of Derek Fisher. It was a combination of Big Shot Bob. It was a combination of Rick Fox. It was a combination of Kobe Bryant. It was all of them. They were tired of him coming up in there. And on top of that, Phil Jackson, too. They were tired of him coming up in there lagging, because what would he do? He would come in there out of shape, and guess what? He would end up getting hurt. And guess who was coming in there in shape? It would be a guy like Kobe. Now, Shaq, did he show up when it was time to show up? Yeah. That's why he was able to get 3 finals MVP. But hey, you weren't going to sit up there while all the team was sitting up there doing their work, putting their work in the offseason, doing what was necessary to stay in shape, to try to get, 2, 3 rings or whatever. But you just sitting up in there lagging and coming up in there being lazy and stuff and playing your way back into shape. Nah, that shit don't work. Okay, well, don't worry about that. Hey, look, they're still gonna keep him. Okay, you're saying that Ham is not the guy. Why don't you point the finger in the other direction? Okay, Ham is a championship kind of caliber coach. Is he the greatest X's and O's coach? No, he's not. But we have seen Darvin Hamm with what he's had to work with be able to take a team to the Western Conference Finals. It takes a while. Oh, y'all were sitting up in there saying, "Oh yeah, it's time for Frank Vogel to go," right after he had won the ring. Okay, but Frank Vogel, last time I checked, he won a championship. You know what I'm saying? You gotta point the finger in the other direction, man. LeBron, dealing with him, dealing with the circus, dealing with the nonsense, all this other stuff, dealing with a big ass ego, having to coach on eggshells, shit like that. Come on, man. You have to go out there and you have to execute. You can't always be like, oh yeah, it's the coach's fault. It's the coach's fault. It's the coach's fault. Nah, I'm not going for that. Y'all wanted to smoke, okay? Y'all wanted to smoke. Y'all asked for the smoke. Y'all got the smoke, and there's fire now, and they came with it. You said people going to give credit to LeBron and AD. Yeah, exactly. Right. No, I'm not saying that you did, but what I'm saying is I was using that as an example. I was using that as an example. Okay, because they said, okay, yeah, it's time for Frank Vogel. I'm not saying that it was you, but there were a lot of people saying the same thing. Anytime, listen, that's the Lakers' MO. Anytime something goes wrong, and also it's LeBron's MO. Anytime something goes wrong, everybody wants to point the finger this way and that way. Oh yeah, it's one. Listen, this is how it went, KJ to Don. This is how it went. One week it would be D'Lo. Okay, had D'Lo crying at the press conference, had him about to get traded. Then the next, all like 2 years straight, it was all AD's fault. Can't never be there. What they call them, street clothes, all this other stuff. Always on the ground crying. All the niggas in the LDBC was making every type of memes about him. You know what I'm saying? But we all know that the media was pointing the finger in the direction. They never gave that smoke to LeBron. Then it was Frank Vogel. Then it would be this person. Then, of course, don't get me started on my favorite player, on Russell Westbrook. Okay? It was all Russell Westbrook's fault. But last time I checked, hey, they didn't win no championship. He didn't hold them back. Now look at the Clippers. The Clippers ain't fighting in no play-in. It's the Lakers. So was that Russell Westbrook's fault? And on top of that, half of the shit that they got wrong in the media, including the turnovers that they said that he led in when it was Trae Young. Man, you better get up out of here. We know TV be fucking up too. That's why they come over here. This morning I saw them talking about Tyler Hero had 23 and 14. Nah, I had to correct them. You dumbass. Man, he had 24 and 14. And this was on national television. Thank you very much, KJ. You said players play coaches coach. Yeah, exactly. But we all know that this is a players' league, though. So I gotta kind of go in there. Unfortunately, this is a players. Coaches can't really even coach how they want to coach anymore. You said Brian is going to be the downfall of this franchise. I'm ready for him to go. Hey, listen, KJ. Thank you. That's all I wanted you to say, man. That's all I wanted you to say. That's all I wanted you to say. That's how everybody else has been feeling. Everybody is on eggshells. You can't coach. Oh, I'm about to lose my job. You can't play. Oh man, shoot, man, I might not get the ball again, or I might get shipped up out of here. You know what I'm saying? Shit, you probably can't even take a piss or take a shit out in that motherfucker without worrying. You know what I mean? Can't nobody play with that. Meanwhile, you got Jokic. You see how everybody's happy? You see how everybody's motivated? You see how everybody man, they not doing all this talking, dancing on social media and all this other stuff, making documentaries. No, man. Joker, oh, well, we don't like his game. His game is boring and all this other stuff. Hey, meanwhile, guess what? Guess who's holding up the Larry O'Brien? Joker. The same guy that you said that didn't deserve MVP. The same guy that you said, what did Gil say? Talk about he's the worst MVP and all this other stuff. Hey, that's good. The same guy that ain't got no moves. The same guy that's boring to watch. Man, give me that guy on my team. I'll take him any day. As long as he gonna carry our asses to the finals, I don't give a damn what the fuck he look like. Ty Lue, yeah. There you go, KJ. Man, listen. Ty Lue's hair was black. Let me let you know something. Ty Lue's hair was black. His hair was black before he started coaching LeBron. Next thing you know, man, he was stressing him out, man. Stressing him out. Having to deal with all that bullshit. Yeah, don't have a bag. You know what I'm saying? Need a bag. What'd you say, Scrub Deal? LeBron, a glory hound for real. Yeah, no, and listen, Scrub Zero. I'm glad Scrub Zero is in here, man, because me and him, we had a long talk about LeBron. And Scrub Zero, what did you call LeBron? You called him the common denominator to all of the destruction. You know what I'm saying? And people can't handle that when you tell when you tell the truth about that. That's why in the title I didn't disrespect LeBron. What did I say? I said that they AD, D'Lo, and Darvin Ham, they have the right mindset, but they use it it comes at the wrong time. They got the right mindset. D'Lo, we know that he wants to be a sniper. He wants to be a killer. He was around the killer in Kobe Bryant. AD, he wants the damn ball. He wants the offense to run through him. You know what I'm saying? And Darvin Ham, he's like, let's move on to the next game. Of course it does. Of course it does. And that's all I was trying to tell you, KJ. Listen, man. Can you honestly are you a Lakers fan? Because can you honestly sit up here and say that Darvin Ham is a horrible coach? Because he's made the playoffs. They've made the playoffs the last couple of seasons. I could see if he would miss the playoff. And guess who missed the playoffs? They missed the playoffs with Frank Vogel. Now I know there was injuries and stuff like that, but he hasn't missed the playoffs, and he's undefeated in the I think they're undefeated in the play-in, to my knowledge. I think he's undefeated in the play-in. You said you're a diehard Laker fan. Okay, exactly. Now I can understand where you're coming from with that because you're used to the coaching excellence of a Pat Riley. You know what I'm saying? Of a Phil Jackson. You know what I'm saying? Hell, I know some people don't. Nah, I ain't gonna. I'm about to fuck around and say Dale Harris. Hey, but you know what though? If it wasn't for Dale Harris, you probably wouldn't have. If it wasn't for Dale Harris, man, I'm gonna go ahead and say it. If it wasn't for Dale Harris, man, Kobe probably wouldn't have even got his chance. Dale Harris was the one that put his ass out there in the fire. Yeah, they don't talk about that. I'm not saying Dale Harris was the greatest coach or nothing like that. He wasn't like no Phil Jackson and none of that other stuff. But oh man, that's you wrong for that one. Nah, man, but and then even I think Westhead. Wasn't that name? Was that Westhead? Okay. Well, I mean, if you feel that way, Matt Moses, that's all right. Wait, I'm supposed to cry? The 76 is getting swept. Shoot. Hey, guess what? we still got the off season to look forward to, and we still gonna make moves or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And on top of that, we already know Embiid isn't 100%, just like he is every other season. He ain't never 100%. So I'm not worried about that. Yeah, I'm supposed to cry. Oh, the 76ers. I'm gonna go in my room. I'm gonna go cry in the car. You know what I'm saying? Hell nah. Shit, we still gonna move on to football. We still gonna move on to other sports, man. Still other stuff to talk about. Man, he a Lakers fan, but you know I guess he moved away. I guess he moved away since LeBron is there. Look, hey, good. I like the way I like the way Josh Hart plays. I like the fact that he and guess what? Guess who Josh Hart used to play with? He used to be a Laker. Remember Josh Hart? Josh Hart was used to be a Laker. No, I'm not worried about it, man, because Maxi, like I told you, Matt, and like I told everybody else on this channel, Maxi is the future. He is our future. People fail to realize that. Everybody talking about, oh yeah, man, Kobe White should have got the most improved player. No, what are you talking about, dog? Maxi was literally carrying us the whole entire season. He only missed a couple of games, and for the most part, he was carrying us. Especially toward the end of the season, Maxi was carrying us. Okay. Then on top of that, he had it was two 50 pieces this season, and on top of that, had a couple of 40 point performances too. That dude been a winner. If you look at his jump from the previous, if you look at his jump over the past couple of seasons, it's no doubt he should have been most improved player. You're a Cavs fan. Oh yeah, look now you want to be because you in Cleveland, but look now you want to be now you want to be a Cavs fan now that they're winning. Hey, look, then that nigga gonna come out there with Cavs again. Come on, man, you can't jump the bandwagon like that. You gotta have one goddamn team, man. I'll be here talking about you a Cavs fan. Come on, man, make up your mind, man. Man, Maxie been nice. I've been telling people about that scrub. Have I not been telling people about Maxie? But everybody like, no, we don't know how he gonna do. One guy said he gonna be like Quickly. He probably just gonna bounce around the league and everything like that. Honestly, I would like to have Quickly on our team so then they can have like sort of like what they doing in New York right now. How they got the tandem from Villanova over there with Josh Hart and Jalen Brunson and Devizino, whatever his name is. You say, look, we're not talking about that. I don't want to talk about Glorilla right now, man. Yeah, I've been on Maxie since his rookie year because I told people about him. I told people about him when he was out here in the city, man. Nah, man, you gotta have one team, man. You gotta have one team, nigga. One team, man. One team, bro. One team. Y'all just just in case this team lose or whatever, then I got man. Now I can see if you were doing that if you betting, if you gambling, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, if I'm gambling, shit, I'm gonna have like at least 6 teams. But you can't be a diehard Cavs fan and then be a diehard Lakers fan. Look, hey, Matt, you get mad at the Lakers. You know what, man? Well, fuck it. I live here in Cleveland. Fuck them. You can't do that. That's just like me, man. I'll be like, man, well, fuck Philly, man. Dallas. I'm here in Dallas, man. Fuck that shit. You know what I mean? I'm rooting for the Mavs. I know what you're doing, man. You think you're slick. That's nah, man. I'm messing with Matt. Nah, the Cavs. I could see the Orlando Magic at least getting one game, man. But the way that they played last game, man, they played so sloppy. I'm not used to the Orlando Magic looking like this. I'm like, man, what is y'all doing? Yeah, teams on layaway. Yeah, I don't even think they don't even have layaway no more. Shit. Not unless you go to the pawn shop or some shit. Man, I remember I was trying to put something on layaway at Walmart or something like that, man. I remember, man, I was so embarrassed. I was like, you was like, sir, we don't have layaway no more. I like, damn. I like, y'all got rid of that shit. Oh man, I felt like a fool. You said Ingles is due for a good game. Yeah, man. Look, bro, I was so disappointed in the Magic. You said we sweep in Orlando. They too young. We got shooters and playoff Spidey is the real deal. Well, we have well if you're talking about Donovan Mitchell, um, he's not the real deal because if you look at him in the playoffs in the past, Matt Moses, his shooting percentages have been horrible. That's why he's never been successful. And I like Spider Mitchell, but he's a volume shooter, especially around this time of year. Especially when he played for the Jazz, man, his shooting percentages were horrible. Yeah, man. But some places do have it though. It just at Walmart, I think it's because of the competitiveness though. Because of the competitiveness now, you like it's no point really in having a Walmart and stuff like that, especially when you got shit like Amazon, of course. You know what I'm saying? Everything is delivering now. And listen, I know some people gonna laugh at this when I say this, but you know who's starting to really put the dollar store out of commission right now, and really making them take a loss and stuff? Man, it's places like Temu, man. Yeah, like you go to Temu, like a lot of that stuff on Temu you could get like really really quick, and then they be having their little deals and stuff like that. Now I don't be going on there for no clothes and nothing like that because you be seeing them girls, man. They be up in there. They be trying to get all this stuff from Temu. They be like, "Girl, look what I got from Temu." They be like, "Girl, I got the same thing." I'm like, nigga, y'all motherfuckers wearing the same thing. Nigga got the same leggings on, the same tights on and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's dope. You know what I'm saying? But you got to be careful what you buy on there, cause you run the risk. Like I don't go on there for no clothes and nothing like that because everybody gonna pretty much wear the same thing that you got on. You gonna have the same shoes. You trying to look different. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't want to. Dollar General, yeah, exactly. And listen, they've closed about 1,000 of them, Matt. I did a video on that already. Um, listen, the reason why they're closing them is because they had a pest problem, and the pest problem, it ran up to like the high millions, and a lot of, and also the violence too, depending, because a lot of the Dollar Generals and a lot of the Family Dollars, they put them right in the hood and stuff like that. And then of course there's a lot of robberies and stuff like that to be going on. I know I was talking about it on the live that I did, but like in the Family Dollar, back home, they would be fighting in the Family Dollar, knocking stuff down and stuff like that. I've seen employees getting into the fights with the customers. Yeah, they be having like rats. They'll be having like rats running around and stuff like that. Not no little small mice. We talking about big rats. Hey man, shit. That make you not even want to come up in there because you like, man, don't nobody want to get no rabies. Excuse me, y'all. Yeah. Rats be big as hell, man. Y'all just excuse me, my allergies bothering me. But yeah, man, I ain't gonna hold y'all too long, man. You say, well, man, don't get me started on the New York rat. Yeah, hey, you won. Hey, you won on that one, Scrubville. Yeah, you in the home of the man. Them rats be damn near big as dogs. Yeah, nah. Scrubville won on that. What's up with the Cottage 81? Make sure y'all go sub to Cottage 81 too. Nah, hey guys, I'm finna get up out of here, man. Scrub Zero, man. Make sure y'all check out my boy Scrub Zero page, man. He gonna be on there keeping updates on the 2024 NFL draft and everything, and I'll be keeping y'all updated on the draft too as well. Make sure y'all like the video, share it, subscribe, hit them notifications too. Till then, man, straight to the point, sports and entertainment. Appreciate y'all pulling up. I'll get at y'all later.